Hey, what's happening, everybody? And welcome to In My City, a segment of In My City called Word on the Street. And look who I drug in here. 1800, what's happening with you?
Going on? What's up?
It's good to have you back.
Good to be back.
Well, I want to say back because you might not want to stay. I don't know how you going.
We gonna see. I might be able to stay for a while. Look better than the last location.
I know that's right. Listen, I'm not calling no names. It look a hell of a lot better. We got it situated. We done grewed up. Grown up now, though.
It's time.
Listen, welcome to Word on the Street. This is where we talk about good topics. We talk about what's trending, clothing, church people, religious people, politics, sports. I still don't know shit about sports.
Well, this Thursday football season's kicking off, so to let you know that.
Well, you're going to have to find you another host. You're going to have to get Lou Prue in here.
I'm going to have to get Lou Prue. Yeah.
What's happening, Lou Prue?
Lou Prue.
Shout out to we're here at Perfect Shot Studios. They made this all possible, this amazing set that you guys see that we're on today. Again, Perfect Shots right out here on Broad River Road. I can't remember the address. That's a damn shame, and I work here. What was it, 3827 Broad River Road?
Sure, because I got it right now. And I had it.
Y'all hold on.
Yeah, I had it. 3827 Broad River Road.
Hey, I had it. 3827. We're not on the bad side of Broad River. A little bit down, closer to Sled.
2 apartment complexes over.
Facts. Also, thank you to Terrell Maxwell. He's a part of Perfect Shot Studio and Backpack. They are behind the scenes and they're doing an amazing job. So if you're trying to book this set for your podcast, whatever you got going on that you need this space, hit them up. Let's get on in the Word on the Street. I got some dope topics. I know you ready. I know you ready.
I cannot wait to get to it.
What we got lined up first? Let's talk about let's take it easy on it first. AI. Okay. How you feel about AI, first of all? What do you think about that?
I think AI definitely is about to change like the landscape of the human race.
Mm-hmm.
I think we might be on the brink of extinction real soon.
Job wise, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm damn a job. I'm thinking just in general though.
Some iRobot with Will Smith type of shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm thinking like it'll start off with jobs.
I think a lot of people got issues with that because it's saying that it's replacing a lot of people already. When you talk about writers and you talk about graphic designers, and you talk about high white collar jobs like that. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, I use it. So yeah, I know it can replace writers for that matter because I definitely use it on that aspect.
But those are just the beginning jobs. Then you're gonna start having AI bus drivers for your kids going to school and AI people working at Burger King and stuff like that. So like it's gonna be, I think like it's gonna get worse.
They already have the machines doing that. There's a restaurant downtown in Columbia that when you go in there, you're getting served by a robot. You order your food and the robot brings you.
Stripes. I did that.
I think so. The little white colored robot.
Yeah, they do some old stuff like
Why
that.
the robot cutting them in black
bring your
though?
Food on like the backside of it or something.
Yeah, I don't want that. I want a regular person so I can talk shit.
Exactly.
So I can tell you the food ain't cold. Because the robot is not prepared to take your food back and listen to you talk shit about your food.
Exactly. So yeah, I think it's I mean, I guess it's beneficial to some people, but for me it's not. Because I use my own brain, so I'm not gonna type in, hey AI, what should I text this person or what should I do for this? I just do the research myself.
It helps with a lot of people. You know what? I've used it a couple of times when I'm doing like my marketing or for my verbiage for the verbiage for Word on the Street. Like it generated like some dope, what you saw like when I posted it on Facebook, it generated some dope verbiage and I kept it. So I'm like, okay, but you know, it still has its little tweaks and stuff, but you can't say that we didn't see this coming. Y'all can't say that you didn't see this coming. Yeah, We've had movies, iRobot.
Yeah, of course.
iRobot though.
We definitely have movies like that. Letting us know.
We've already had it. I'm over AI. What we got? Hold on, my little guideline. We finna get into some good stuff. So, news wise, entertainment wise, you know, Matthew Knowles, which is Beyonce's dad, had a child, extramarital child. Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
They had a side chick, and the side chick had a kid. Now the side chick want to know why Beyonce not showing her baby boy no love.
You know why she's showing no love? Like, I get it because you have enough to go around. I get it from that standpoint, and I get it because that's still your brother, regardless of how you want to slice it. That's still your brother. But at the same time, though, like Beyonce might be having a hard time dealing with the fact that her father
did
did
some
that to her mom.
foolishness.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
You know, usually it's all backwards anyway, because usually you don't find out about your daddy extra cheering until the funeral.
yeah,
They they the ones sitting in the back.
yeah.
The child might be up at the front if the other people allow it, but usually they sitting in the back, and you don't get to find that out until after the daddy passed away. So y'all they're not as secretive as they used to be back in the day.
And they normally go down at the repast though, like everybody getting their food, like their plates and stuff like that. Oh,
Who child that is right there? Oh, that Matthew child right there.
You
That
know,
is baby mama over there.
your auntie Cece nephew and them, you know who that is. Your daddy was out there messing around with that lady down the street.
That nasty lady. He was down there messing with that nasty lady, and nobody knew nothing about it.
Miss Parker. Miss Parker.
But I think that I agree with what you said. It's going to take some time if she's even accepted it. We don't know, the circumstances surrounding, extra child that's been added in or brought in during a marriage is really hard for all parties involved to deal with. So, yeah, if it were me, I would be like, what do you want her to do? I don't know what the.
How long ago was it that she found out?
This was a while ago. Sheesh, what was this? They were still together. Beyonce's mom and dad were still together during this time, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, this was a while ago. Oh, yeah, come on, Beyonce.
Yeah, she's saying, come on now, she's saying, the baby mom, the little kid's mom is saying she ain't acknowledging him. She won't show no love, and he want to know why Beyonce, why you ain't showing your brother no love? Your little brother upset.
I still use it as a jump to start my career. I still use it. That my sister, regardless, she don't want to, even if she don't want to show me no love, just off the name alone, I'll start my own.
It's on situation. All the flyers. Beyonce now streaming Beyonce's brother everywhere. Beyonce's brother. That's what I would do. But I wonder if they would get into some issues because of that.
It shouldn't be no issues. I mean, you can't change facts. That's facts. You can't go back and undo it.
Yeah, you can't change that. And they clearly live. And speaking of Beyonce knows, the mom is she got remarried to I forgot the guy's name, but she's just now divorcing him, the one she married. She divorcing him, and everybody went in on him on Twitter. One thing about Mary, and the first thing people want to say is, look at her. Looks don't always play a good part. You don't know how these people are behind closed doors.
Exactly. I agree with that.
You don't know what kind of person Beyonce's mom is. She's a beautiful woman. Yes, she is. But at the same time, you don't know how she talks to him or how she treats him. They got on him because he had to delete his Twitter because they found his Twitter searches. He been looking up nasty stuff.
No, that freaky diggy.
Yeah, apparently Miss Beyonce mama ain't filthy enough for him because he been looking up nasty stuff on his browser. I mean, filthy stuff.
Okay, let me ask you a question though. All right. Now I don't want to know what he's looking up, but I will ask this question: the stuff that he's looking up, is it professionally, or is it something he's looking to go meet up with, or is like he just on certain websites and he just getting offers?
He on websites. He on websites trying to get himself together.
Okay. Well, I don't. But see, that's different though. I thought you meant like he was like he not meet up with.
No, no, that's not. They were just saying his browser, what he was searching for and what he was looking for is like.
I think that's a lot of our browsers.
It's a lot of our browsers. It's in my browser. Sorry, Mom.
It's a lot of our browsers.
Sorry about that. It's in everybody's browser. I'm gonna tell you right now. It's in this browser right now on my phone.
That's why I ain't pick my phone up. I'll leave it on the seat.
He allowed to hear anything on his phone.
Like, ain't no telling what you might hear. That's what I'm saying. So I get it, but I don't think that they should be going in on that man though, for real.
Yeah, I think whatever reason they getting a divorce, I don't know. A lot of people said that maybe she was a bit too bossy, or maybe she was handling him in a particular type of manner. And he's not, in some of the interviews you can see him just kind of like I call it the sit back guy. Yeah. And she up here, she the boss, and he's just he's a boss in his own way as well. He's in the movie. He plays in movies and TV shows and stuff. So
okay. So he's an entertainer.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Nah. But see, that's the problem though. Like with a lot of men, though. Like, I got motion too. I don't care who you is. I'm popping too. I don't care.
Don't act like I ain't got my business going now.
Exactly. Though. I'm popping too now. I mean, I get it. If you doing your thing, I get it. You know who you are, but I am too.
Yeah. But still, it don't give you a reason to run over somebody if that's what she's doing. I'm not saying that's allegedly what's happening, but if that's how she was behind closed doors, of course nobody knows, but him and her, and I'm sure he has to sign an NDA, so he ain't gonna talk about that. How she was.
Not being with that mama, no, of course not.
You seem we're gonna move on. Lizzo, did you see? I know it's not. I know we had a list of things, and I know you finna cuss me out about not sticking to the list.
I'm not.
Lizzo is in the news. A few of her dancers are accusing her of fat shaming them.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, Lizzo was fat shaming her dancers. They experienced some sexual assault, sexual harassment behind the scenes, and some really foul treatment. So that's Lizzo is trending right now because it's some people, apparently other women were afraid to step forward. But this particular lady was like, I'm going to tell everybody how she really is. And she is horrible when it comes to her dancers. They were subjected to horrible conditions and being fat shamed. I can't stress that enough. Lizzo. Now, listen, I don't have anything against big people. Listen, I come from a family of big people. My family called me big, and I'm not necessarily big. I'm just tall. But Lizzo should not. I can't grasp it.
But that's why I'm looking like that in the camera. Like, so a fat person was fat shaming.
I don't think you should say fat person. Maybe they like to be called fluffy.
Ain't about what they like to be called. That type of thing. You know me now.
Huh? We're not finna do this. We're not getting ready to get Word on the Street canceled because you don't want to. No, we just got out here.
Well, this 1800. Don't take out anything that I say on Tabitha or out on Word on the Street. Don't do that to them. This is me. So y'all want to say something to me? I'm just saying I don't get that. How can you be that size and shame people that are that size?
Yeah,
I don't get that. That's like Coi Leray shaming skinny people. You can't, like, come on, like, it's not like.
Yeah, it surprised me because I thought that all of her dancers are plus size women. Every last one of her dancers. She even went so far as to look for them on social media, TikTok platform and Instagram. And I thought it was dope. And to hear something like this, that's something that she's been doing allegedly from this female, it's heartbreaking because it makes me look at her a little differently.
And it could be insecurity with her though. Like
what you hate about yourself.
Bingo.
Projecting.
But I got the name and I got the money now, the fame. So I'll use this right here, to shame other people. Send her in that position. Because I guess that'll help her sleep better at night.
Yeah, you might be right. I hope it isn't true though.
Yeah.
I like Lizzo. I love her music. I love what she stands for. I love what she's doing with plus size women and the movement that she has going on and making these women. I'm gonna tell you, she's made a lot of plus size women feel ridiculously comfortable. Now let's just talk about it. I'm gonna tell you right now, I've never seen so many asses and cheeks and rolls everywhere, and I love it because it's confidence, it's sexy, it's amazing. Big women out here showing out. They got songs. What's the guy from here? King George just you gotta be too something to do something. I'm trying now. It got me at Bojangles every single day trying to gain a little weight so I can join in on the song. Because so big girls be skinny shaming me.
You want to be in that number?
You ain't no big girl. You ain't supposed to be dancing off this song.
No,
I am too something. He said you got to be too something to do something. And I am 232 pounds. The only difference is this stretched to 6'2".
Get your ass in there.
And I'm finna do something to do something. Shout out to all my plus size women out there.
That's right.
BBWs, Fluffy. Right. I don't know what you like to be called, but shout out to all y'all big women out there. We love y'all here at Word on the Street. 1800 love y'all too. Listen, 1800 girl, if y'all out there a wife, listen, don't try. We ain't trying to start no foolishness. We trying to push buttons, and I think we doing that.
I think they definitely come in handy around a little after.
Don't
September.
You say winter? Don't you say? Don't you say winter?
I'm saying I'm a little heavier, a little bit myself.
Little cushion.
That's what I'm saying. So like they definitely gonna be like 4 more months.
Tax season coming around, y'all lady, y'all fluffy women, be wary of them little skinny muff. You know what? Out there trying to get close to y'all because they ain't got nowhere to stay, and tax season coming up. Y'all better be careful of that.
They coming in hot too. So ladies, get ready. Them toothpick fellas coming in. So get ready.
Jamie Foxx. Let's do this because I know. Okay. So you all know Jamie Foxx took ill. What has it been a month? A little over a month? A little bit, maybe a couple months. Has it been a couple months?
Ain't no telling how long it's been. It done been so much going on with this.
He took ill. We're gonna say the facts.
That was a good little minute though.
He got sick. Nobody knows what happened. Had to be rushed to the emergency room, ICU, all that good stuff. We were worried. I mean, had me saying prayers, speaking in Spanish tongue, trying to make sure he was good, calling out Jesus, 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 and nothing. First of all, his marketing team. Let's just talk about his marketing team.
Great. crazy.
He had to know that they were going to say Jamie Foxx was cloned. We're going to talk about it.
Of course.
He had to know. And they utilized that this entire time. I keep saying, why won't anybody talk about what Jamie Foxx did? The foolery, but the amazing marketing, the exquisite marketing skills of his marketing team to keep it so quiet and to, in the meantime, roll out a new film about cloning.
It was crazy. The time that they did said that was him, like, out in public, he would look at the camera and look away, like he wouldn't say anything. Like some people was questioning, like, is that really him?
Yeah.
It's not Jamie Foxx. Like, who is this guy? Look like Jamie, might not be Jamie. You know what I'm saying? So like the fact that you speak your first words to the public is right after the movie come out, you know, it does raise a lot of eyebrows.
I was mad because he ain't get online and say, thank y'all for y'all prayers. Thank y'all for, you know, talking to Jesus. He had some people. I mean, we love Jamie Foxx, and it was weird that they kept it so quiet. Like I had never seen anything like that. And everybody was like, you know, respect this privacy. No, we're not. Jamie Foxx been on the camera. This is what you do. You all he stayed on Instagram. He stayed everywhere, and then you just drops off the face of the man.
That's why, and that be the hypocrisy of the public though. They'd be like, leave them people alone. Don't talk about them. Don't talk about them. Leave them alone. Why you want about their life? But you would ask me about such and such on the other side of town. Facts. About them and their baby daddy situation.
Facts.
Why you asking about them? Like everybody regular humans. So like, I mean,
if it's on, y'all not excluded. I mean, exactly. I don't go so far as to like stalk people like you know, celebrities or anything like that. But they're not they're not excluded. If you live your life in the public eye, then yeah, we deserve some answers as to where you have been. And then all of a sudden, the next thing he does is he comes out with a statement. His face looking slim, so now people are already saying that he's a clone because his face small. He was like, I'm not a clone, but they did clone Tyrone though. And I'm like, this mother right here, use this as a marketing ploy to get all the gossip, to have people talking about this. He had to know that whoever did this had to know. Had to know.
Or it might not be him.
Dun dun dun.
It might not be him. I don't know who it is. Could be Jamie, might not be Jamie. I don't know.
I don't really know.
I just don't put nothing past nobody. I don't put nothing past nobody. So could be, could not be.
Some people say he that wasn't him. That I don't know what he did to. I don't know. Conspiracy. We can talk about that. I can talk about that all day
long.
Because I really, what we don't know and what we see are two different things, or it could be the same thing. And a lot of the conspiracy theories, I believe, are put right there in front of us, and we don't pay attention because we don't believe in it. But they have the balls, and I'm going to say balls. They have the balls enough to put it in front of us because they know we don't believe in it anyway, when it could actually possibly be true.
Exactly. They know it'd be somebody who actually think that whatever they see on a regular basis is exactly what it is. Ain't nothing else going on. Nothing secretive. What you see is what it is. Nah, that's not always true. There's a lot of sneaky stuff going on in Hollywood.
It's scary. It makes you not even want to it makes me not even want to become famous because of the things that you hear a lot of actors and actresses talk about. And if they do talk about it in just a little bit, you can look for their career to go down the drain, to start going down the drain. Some type of accusation. Look at Bill Cosby. Somebody else.
I was about to say, and it normally be us. It normally be us.
Facts.
It normally be us.
Facts. Look at Bill Cosby. Somebody else came out. Where was she when everybody else was accusing them? Why didn't she join the ranks? So he back in there again for somebody else.
Getting her story together. Rehearsing.
I'm over it.
I'm rehearsing.
I'm over it. But yeah, that Jamie Foxx thing was speaking of the movie, how'd you like the movie?
I'm gonna be real with you, Tabitha. Didn't watch it.
What the?
Nope. Didn't watch it. Nope.
It's good though.
I purposely didn't watch it.
Why?
Because I'm the opposite of everybody else.
Why are you doing this?
I do it all the time. I feel like if everybody say this is what they going with, I'm not gonna do it.
I'm usually that way too. I'll usually wait and watch it after the hype goes away.
Oh, yes,
but I had to see it. This one I had to see because I was so curious as to why he did what he did and what he looked like and all the characters.
So it's basically just because it was Jamie Foxx and you wanted to see how it was going to be.
I wanted to see how it was going to be and why he did it because I was so mad at him. Do you know, listen, I barely, When I go to God for prayer, it usually be about foolishness. So if I'm going to pray that I pray that Jamie Foxx make it out of his ordeal and get himself together so we can have him. Lord, don't take Jamie Foxx. You took Jerry Springer, leave Jamie Foxx off.
Well, why though?
What do you mean?
Why
praying?
Yeah.
Because we don't want anything bad to happen to anybody. I don't want anything bad to happen to anybody.
Not true indeed. I agree with you on that. But do you feel the same way about somebody who lived down the street?
Yeah, if it was on the news, we felt the same way about the chick.
I think that's
the kidnapping chick.
too.
I think that I wasted prayers on that, and in a little while, God is gonna get tired of me and everybody else. I think he already. I don't think he accepted any prayers because he already knew she was lying to begin with.
I'm be real with you. I don't think she should go to jail though. I don't think she should.
Why?
Because she didn't make that accusation. The people on the phone made the accusation. She didn't make that. Her family did. Whoever she's on the phone with, they called the police. She never called and said, "Hey, there's a baby out here." No, she told whoever was on the phone. They took the initiative to call. So I think they should be hit with filing a false report.
I think they all.
I mean, if you want to say,
because they all took part.
Okay, that's fine. Now I do think that's crazy. The fact that she kept the story going afterwards. Now I would have let it go. All right, y'all was a joke. Okay, I missed whoever I was missing or whatever. But she wasn't the person that called. I think if she would have made the initial phone call to 911, then yes, I think she deserves jail time. But she did. Whoever she's on the phone with did. Yeah, tell them back with. I don't think so. I don't.
I want somebody to go to jail because they wasted so many of our resources, and there are genuinely people out there who are missing. Black women have a hard enough time getting help as it is, and
that's the thing though, Tab. Let's be real. Why did this story in particular go so big though? But that's why I be saying, like, I be thinking like it'd be a bigger picture behind a lot of the stuff. I think that some of the stuff that we see may be true, but I think they also put a bunch of stuff out there though just to distract us from a lot of other things. Like during this whole time, a lot of us was missing the stuff they was talking about aliens on the news. That
too, and the fact that they have approved the sale and consumption of cloned chicken.
You got chicken DNA.
Y'all know y'all eating cloned chicken meat?
That's what I'm saying. See, so while y'all out here praying to my Carly should go to jail, and oh my God, Jamie Foxx, all that stuff, like y'all don't even know what's really going on for real. So like I haven't watched it, but I have seen about the cloned chicken.
I did see that.
Yeah, so I focus my attention on like other things sometimes. Not saying I don't get into the BS. Of course, I entertain BS sometimes too. But
I entertain
that,
it. I entertain BS all the time.
But I will watch it though. I'm gonna watch it eventually.
Yeah, I think you should watch it. But the clone meat thing, we're moving from subject to subject is, that's how it usually is. When our attention is so focused on something that's BS, behind the scenes, they passing laws and doing all kind of stuff, and you don't realize it. Y'all know y'all feeding y'all babies.
I won't say that's crazy. I'm actually on a 30-day fast right now though.
30-day fast? Like, what are you doing? No food? What are you doing?
No, I'm eating food. All right, so in the morning time, I'm just eating fruits, and like peanuts and stuff like that, like during the day. And then for dinner, I'm eating vegetables. So I make like a salad. It'd be like kale, tomatoes, mushrooms, but it's all raw. Nothing is cooked.
And you like that?
Say again?
You like that?
It's not about what I like. It's about health. That's all. A lot of things that we do that we should do that are healthy is not going to always be comfortable for us.
I had a personal trainer. Listen, I shout out to the personal trainer who tried to train me and I didn't listen. You know who you are. But he would always say, it's not about what tastes good. It's about what's good for you. And I'm like, that makes it 20 times more difficult because I can't eat rabbit food.
Not that you can. I just think
I can. I just don't want to.
You can, but you just haven't programmed your brain to think that, yeah, I can.
I would die without a burger. Turkey burgers, maybe. I'll settle for a turkey burger. You eat turkey burgers?
I mean, no, I'm saying no. As of right now, for the 30 days, I'm not eating nothing.
You're not eating nothing but just fruits and vegetables.
Now, when this 30 days is over with, I'm definitely going to get a 10-piece. I'm just reboosting like my immune system.
Did you see? And speaking of fast, did you see the lady that the lady? She's I think she's an influencer that went on a fast, a tropical fruit fast, and she died from starvation.
That she cannot eat. I don't know what she was on. I didn't see that story, but I need to look at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna send that to you. I pay attention.
She was on what now?
She was doing a fast, and she decided to not only, she had already gone vegan, but then again, she decided to do a fast where she had nothing but tropical fruits and vegetables, and that's it. And she ended up dying. I didn't read the whole entire story, but I caught the little beginning part of what I was reading, and she passed away. I think she was in her early 30s, and she died from starvation.
I'm gonna be real with you. As good as this fast is, and healthy as this fast is, but there's no way I'm gonna be at the brink of starvation, and I'm not gonna grab me a taco or something. It's not gonna happen. Like, I'm gonna have to grab something. I'm gonna have to, because I'm not gonna kill myself, of course.
Yeah,
but she might have ate the wrong stuff though.
She could have.
I'm not thinking. Maybe she ate the wrong stuff. I don't mean. As long as you put in the nutrients in your body that you're supposed to put in there, you'll be fine. Now, was she heavy set or was she a small lady?
No, she was a skinny lady.
But she probably already having complications though.
She could have.
So if you already that size and you talking about you're going to deprive yourself of more food, then I can see that. Now she probably I'm pretty sure she was smaller than me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's probably okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah,
because she already was
She was a smaller lady, so it could have been. But we getting ready to get into some I saved the good stuff for last with relationship stuff, because I know you about to show out. Ooh. And I'm about to show out on this. And listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, these opinions are not the opinions of Word on the Street. These are Tabitha Simmons opinions and 1800 the host's opinions, and this is how we feel. And I know there's gonna be some women out here who are gonna get upset at the things that I'm gonna say, but I'm probably one of the most realest females you will ever run across, just period. I don't think the same way. I was raised by my grandparents, so I look at things from a different point of view. So we first up, there was something that was on the blogs about a woman who a guy asked her on a date. So his idea of a first date was a horse and carriage situation. Like, he went all out for a horse and carriage. So she took a picture, went outside to realize that he picked her up with a horse and carriage. Beautiful, beautiful. And put it on social media and said, she told him, yeah, no, this is lame as hell. I'm not doing this. I don't like animals. And that was some corny shit that you did.
I saw
that. Do you know?
Listen.
Do you know how expensive it is for a horse solo and the type of carriage he had? And you say, you bring your $40 ass out and decide to say, this is corny. This is not for me. This is not going to work. Meanwhile, he's out the money that he spent and the time it took, the time and the effort. This is why men don't do shit for us.
Yep. I agree with you. Yep. Fact. I'm be real with you.
Y'all choosing the wrong females to do this for. Y'all choosing the wrong ones. Like,
I think if he would have known that though up front, I don't think he would have did it though. Like, maybe they didn't have like the likes and dislikes of conversation. Maybe like everything might have been going good throughout the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like throughout texting or on the phone. So maybe he never got into what you like or what you don't like.
Something made him go spend money on a horse and carriage.
No, that could be just him though. Like, he could just be a guy that because I know people that's like that. Like, guys that just go all out on the first. Like, it's some guys that want to fly you out the first time like y'all meet.
And we're gonna talk about that. Don't you even get into that.
So like, I just think no. It's something that guys go to, like, some people go to like the
first
extreme.
Impressions.
Yep. So
first impressions.
He probably thinking like, okay, I'm gonna pull up with a horse and carriage. She mine, but little did he know, she don't like animals. So I mean, her preference. That's her preference. I don't think she should have took a picture and blasted the man on social media.
Yeah,
because it backfired on you.
Yeah, it did. There were so many comments in there. There were a lot of comments of a lot of women. I was really disappointed in a lot of the women comment like, okay, well, why couldn't he just drive his car? Maybe he ain't had no gas. Maybe his car was in the shop. Maybe he didn't feel like it. Is that not the next best thing? Would you have preferred an Uber?
Exactly. So
This is why this is such a touchy subject, because this is why a lot of men say they don't put in the effort anymore because of the type of women they're dating and the ones that don't find value in creativity. Like, that's the most creative thing ever.
I'm gonna be real with you, Tab. I'd have had an extra phone up in my phone, and I'd take over around on another block, or I just went up and down the street looking for women. I'd be on a ride, Cabby. I'm telling you, that's the
whole time. Listen, I would have loved that. Horse or not, I'm not a big animal person, but you have to appreciate the effort that went into doing something like that, because for a man to put something like that together, for a man to just decide, hey, let's this is what I'm gonna do. Let's do something different. He's thinking outside of the box.
Yep. And I would assume that was their first date. I'll assume that
it was the first date. It was their very first date. It was their very first date, and he pulled up to her place outside the horse carriage. I would have thought that would have been on some Cinderella shit. I like Cinderella shit.
Yeah, but a lot of women ain't Cinderella. I'm gonna be real. A lot of women think that they're worth and he misjudged that. He thought that she might have been worth that or whatever.
I wanted to see what she looked like.
You see, she never showed her face. But every woman is not worth that though. Every woman is not worth what they want. That's 1,000%. Some women are just not. It is what it is.
I don't know her background or where she came from or what she looked like or what she had or what she didn't have, but you expected a little too much. A lot of us women, you have to ask yourself, are you what you looking for in the other person?
Of course not.
Are you want somebody with a six pack? Are you looking for? Listen, I'm not looking for. I don't have a six pack, but I got a little something. I got muscle behind these two rolls, so I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
So I'm not, but then I might be looking for a six pack. You out here looking for a six pack, but yet you ain't never been to a gym. So let's just be honest. Are you what you looking for? And a lot of women are sticking clear to that.
Or women that just be like, well, I don't want a man that got kids, but you got two. Huh? I know you lying.
She don't want the added extra responsibility.
Or I want a man that got his own place, but you stay with your sister or something like that. Like, so like, my thing is like, are you like? I think a lot of women want guys to get them things that they don't have for themselves, and I get that. But what are you willing to do besides just walk around here looking cute? Like, how can you add to this?
Yeah, you know what? The reason why a lot of females are this way is because maybe a lot of men don't expect things like what, let me see. Perfect example is if you have, like, I was raised predominantly different. So I was raised that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. That's old school stuff. If you can cook, you can keep a clean house, you take care of the children, you work, you do what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what attracts men. But now they don't have that on the agenda.
Of course not.
And y'all out here settling for ramen noodles. So don't say y'all ain't, because I see y'all.
No, 1,000%. But again, no, that's because it went from what you could do to how do you look. So now people are putting more into the looks and stability over, you know what I'm saying?
Tax.
Over what we would consider to be the normal what's the word for morals and values of the family in the household or whatever. So
yeah.
I look at it like that. Like, it's just people looking for looks at that time.
Yeah, that sucks. I'll wait till a regular female, although I'm taken, but I'll wait till regular females come back in, because y'all out here looking for BBLs and 13x6 lace fronts.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong. I like my woman natural. It's fine with me.
I don't like the 13x6 lace fronts. No, how?
If your butt's small, let it be small. I ain't tripping. I don't have to fly you out of Miami. We're not going to put no extra cushion in there. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, and I'm gonna still smack that little mother.
Little booties matter too, and they do.
I'm gonna grab it like this right here, like it big. I don't care. Fact. And I'm gonna throw ones on it. I don't care about that for real. Like,
it is. I know that.
I'm gonna hype that little booty up.
And I love it. I love it. We got we done moved a little fast today. It's supposed to be a whole hour, and we done gone through the whole thing. So, and this is not bad for the first show, though.
Slow down. We gotta move too fast. Ain't doing that.
It's pretty dope.
Doing that.
It's a lot going on in the world, and you know, we're just here to bring some good comedy and commentation to a lot of things that are going on in the world, and music and fashion wise. I'm probably regular when it comes to fashion. Like, I don't really get into fashion. I wear whatever I feel like when I feel like wearing it.
Yeah, I'm still on the regular phone positive Air Force One, Jordan type of stuff.
Not like right now. Look, y'all can see these. I got on slouch socks. What y'all know about these? How long ago was this out? Like, I got on
last week because the young girls started bringing back out now.
Facts.
Yep.
I thought I was doing something.
They got the collar shirts tucked into their skirts with those right there now. With them socks right there.
Well, I got on my slouch socks and I'm stacking colors. So what's up?
Oh, no, you in there, yeah. You in there.
Oh, I'm in the game. I am. My shoe game. Listen, I don't really too much care about you got on phone pauses, so if I can wear flip-flops all year round, I'm good.
I know people that's like that.
I don't care about none of that stuff. I feel like if I can't take it with me, then what's the point?
I mean, I feel like that, to a certain extent, but at the same time, like, we work hard on a regular basis.
Facts.
And I know what I wasn't awarded growing up.
Yeah.
So now I'm rewarding myself. A lot of hard work.
Relationship-wise, still sticking with the genre of relationship. Question that was on the internet I saw last night. If a man flies you out, should you now? This right here is finna cause some problems now. What you got? COVID?
No.
You had COVID?
3 times.
How you get it 3 times? You take the shot?
Nope. And ain't getting it.
And
I'm a doctor watching live. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it.
And neither am I.
I'm not.
And I've had it twice. I just recently got over it. Probably like last month. Me and Lou Prue had it.
Bro.
Last month. Yeah. Horrible. And still not getting the shot. I don't care what it does. I'm not getting it. I'm not putting that in my body.
At this point, having it 3 times, I'm pretty much immune to it.
Yeah, it can.
It's nothing right now.
If a man flies you out, are you required to sleep with him?
You want to go first?
Go ahead. Good. If a man flies you out, should you be required to give up the business? Are you giving up the moon cat? What's up?
I'll say, I don't think that, no, she's not required to. However, be mindful, ladies. I'm looking directly to the camera. Be mindful, ladies. When you take these trips and it looks good and you see you pamphlets of Miami and pamphlets of Panama and Mexico and Jamaica and all that stuff, if you know for a fact that you don't like this person in that manner, or if you feel like you know for a fact that you're not willing to give this person any of anything like that, then I recommend that you don't go. I recommend that you do not go. I'm dead serious. Don't go. Because if you go, like, you never know, like, how that may, like, trigger that man. Not saying that, not saying that you have to do anything, because you don't. But it's a lot of y'all who will take these trips just because it looks good and y'all want to post for social media, and some of y'all don't make it back. So I just think, like, if you really don't like a guy for real, don't go. But I do know some chicks, though, that'll go. And when they go, they know what they're going to do. So just know what you're going to do. That's how I look at it. Just know what you're going to do. But if I'm not flying nobody out that I don't know for sure anyway, I think a lot of guys ain't asking those questions up front, though. Are we doing this, or what we doing? Is this right here like a friendly trip? If it was a friendly trip, then I don't think you should fly her out. I think that she should put some form of money into it. That's just my opinion. I feel like she should add something to it if you have no intentions. But again, you're not required to do anything.
We're getting some. Hold on. We're getting some comments.
Okay, what we talking about?
She for the streets. Unstable creatures ain't worth a Steve. We're reading the comments that are on there, you guys. Definitely feel free to interact with us because we respond to the comments. 1800, you can see the comments and stuff?
That's it.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Hey.
Talk to me.
I'm different. I feel like you know what's on the table.
Mm-hmm.
As women, we already know. We just know. And I agree with what you said. If you're not willing to share the moon cat, and that's what I call it. If you ain't trying to share your moon cat, then you probably shouldn't be going on these trips, because you're expected to share the Mooncat while you on this expensive trip after you done ate lobster bisque and lobster mac and cheese and all that stuff. Because I'm gonna tell you, if the shoe were on the other foot, if I fly a guy out, yes. You listen. I need you off the plane, and you probably should not be wearing no drawers in your basketball shorts, because that's what it is. Because I flew you out, and we have behind the scenes. Terrell Maxwell was saying that if you fly a female out, or if the female flies a guy out, that maybe you should just fly the first leg. Don't make it round trip, because then you got to see what's going on. If they not participating and they not giving you what you want to give, then now they got to figure out a way to get themselves back home.
And I don't think that's wrong either.
I don't think it is. I think, should you be required? You should not be required.
I say no, not required.
But at the same time, you know what it is. That's the best way I can say. As a female, if in my single days, if a guy wanted to fly me out, listen, I have been flued out numerous times. It's just that I'm 6'2". I had a life before my relationship. I have been flued out a lot of times, all over the place. But is the
But Tab, well, I'm gonna put it on the table with Tab. So you've been flew out, right? Have they all been around trips, and did you make it to get a flight back?
And did. Whole trip paid up front. Okay. And whether I felt like it or not, if I was attracted to the person, maybe. Let's just be real. Let's just be grown. You know what's expected of you. If you feel like it, then fine. But luckily, I was with some people, or flew out with somebody that, it really didn't matter. They really genuinely, you have to have something else going on to distract the other person away from the fact that, you're not giving up the goods. Don't nobody want to hear when you get out there, it's my time of the month, I'm sorry. Call the cops, because you finna run this red light, because I ain't flew you out here for nothing.
Yeah, and I'm be real. I'm be real with you on that, right? And majority of women know when their cycle's gonna come on.
Yes.
I'll say majority of women know that. You know that what's going on.
And you don't say anything. I have done that too. I have avoided the after effects of going out, and they still call back. We'll fly you back out the next week, because you.
but I think that I think a conversation should be had though. Before you jump to flying somebody out, I think a conversation should be had like, okay, listen, I'm thinking about taking you to, let's say, DR. Mm-hmm. So like, what can we expect on this trip? Like, I mean, is it just like a friend thing? It's like we just kicking it, or could something possibly go on between us? You know what I'm saying? Like, and you don't have to come and be like, so what's up? You want to be full? So it's different ways to say it. You don't have to come out of it. You give me something, we go out. I don't give a food. Nah, I ain't got to do all that.
I'm going to say it like that. I'm coming straight out the gate, fellas. Y'all be glad I'm not single anymore, because listen, I'm hell on wheels. I would have came straight out the gate just like that. What's up? If I fly you out here, what's up?
I mean, but that's if you've been talking to that person, like, if y'all been actually like communicating, like, that's not somebody you just got their number 2 weeks ago and y'all just been talking off and on. Mm-hmm. And you gonna jump out there. So what's up with that? Like, nah, you're not gonna do it. It's gotta be somebody that you actually like been actually on the phone with, or FaceTime or something like, or actually been around before. It be some old flying out anyway.
Yeah. If you're doing that, you got money to waste. If you're doing that, you got money like that. And it really doesn't matter if they do that or not, then you got it like that.
He like me got to save up. So I'm not saving up for no
if I
what
save
if.
up.
I'm not saving up for a what if.
And buy 2 tickets, or I'm in South Carolina. I ain't flying nobody here nowhere, because this state not finna embarrass me. I don't want to fly anybody. I don't want to fly anybody here. I'm not finna flew you out or flew you down here to. Is that right? Flew out. I'm not finna flew you out to South Carolina, because ain't shit in South Carolina. But what I will do is fly myself somewhere, and you can go with me. But
gotta drop the sausages off.
We balling the Roger Woods.
I gotta drop the sausages off.
On God, that's what's getting ready.
Oh, we ain't going. No, we ain't going.
Or I'll refund that ticket so fast you won't even know what happened. I'm trying to tell you right now, I will refund the ticket. I'm going, but you ain't going. Because that's not, but you're right, upfront expectation. But I think it goes without saying, though. Does he really have to say, I watched this? Yes? Yeah. You think so?
Yeah.
I watched this one chick put the whole video. No, this dude videoed this female and went live and talked about how trashy the female was, and he had her on camera. He flew her out to New York, and they ate at some of the most expensive restaurants. She took her shopping. I mean, she had bags everywhere, and they brought her back to the hotel. First of all, it's one bed in there, one bed, and there ain't no pull-out couch. What did you think was gonna happen when you first came in there and it was one bed? You knew. But then you left, y'all went to go eat and whatever the case may be, and like he kicked her out. He canceled her trip, the second leg of her trip, and told her to figure out how she gonna get back home because he had spent upwards of close to like what, $5,000-$6,000.
Didn't she do like a GoFundMe or something?
Yes, she did a GoFundMe to get.
She did a GoFundMe. Still asking niggas for money. I see.
So yeah, I agree. Maybe say it up front, fellas. Say it up front. I don't. You can't get any more honest and up front than that. If I fly her out, I'm getting them buns.
As the man, ask the woman like, okay, so what do you expect on this trip? Like what is it that you expect to do on this trip? And she be like, you know what, we're gonna go eat and stuff like that. Now, if she get to talking like, you know what I'm saying, shopping, I want to try, Bloomingdale's and stuff like that. Okay. What else? I want to go to Dior. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Okay, so you know that may come with some extra work on your end now. Once the receipts start coming about that register, I need you to start getting ready because you know what it's gonna be. Now, if you want to go hit up one of them Tango outlets, like a Nike or Liz or something like that, okay, all right, that's still alone. Okay, we cool, bro. But if you get, like you said, you get talking about lobster, Cantonese, and fried wonton and all this, no. That's why I said a conversation should be had. What type of trip is this going to be? What budget do you want to be in? That's how we're going to start doing it, fellas. What budget would you like to be in? You want to be in a $1,000 budget, the $5,000 budget, or the $10,000 budget? Now,
the 5 and the 10.
$1,000 required number just coming on through having fun. 5,000, all right, getting kind of tricky. 10,000, oh, see, you know what it is. So start putting it in categories, fellas.
So the 5,000, you at least got to shake some ass or something.
I'm more than shaking.
You're required to shake ass at 5,000. You required. Listen, in my book, fellas, you are required to at least wear jogging pants with no drawers on at the $500 mark, because you know what I can do with that $500? I could buy me a new wig.
Thanks.
If I spend $500, I'm an entrepreneur. Okay. And money don't come every single day. If I spend $500, I'm expecting you to show up in jogging pants, and the print better be showing.
See?
See? Listen, I'm being as real as I possibly can. Because don't nobody wanna. You're attracted to this person. All you have is the physical attraction between you and the other person. That's all you got. You don't have anything else at the moment. Moment, you don't have anything else until you get to sit down and talk to these people. Most women, we do know, and I'm speaking from a female's point of view that's been on both sides of the fence. As a female, we know what's expected to us. If you say you don't, you lying. You already know what it is. You know where he looking. Y'all done talked about it. He done said how sexy you look. He done said how attracted he is to you. He done said how bad he wants you. You already had this conversation, and you have to know.
Exactly. So that's why I said you got to have that conversation. Like all this, you sexy, hey, yeah, girl, I like what you looking. What we doing? What are we doing when we go here? Like, because she could be just like, okay, you just talking, just compliments, and that's it. Again, they do know. I'm pretty sure women know. But it's some women that want to hear a man just come out and just say it like,
yeah.
And it shouldn't be hard for you to say it, bro. Like, what we do? Are we doing something or we ain't? So that way I'll know, like, okay, because if you don't want to go, that's fine. Or if you want to go and you don't want to do that, that's fine. I'm not gonna make you. But I might take somebody else. It just depends on what kind of trip it's.
Hey, speaking of relationships, do y'all be paying attention to when our nails and toes be the same color?
Yep, I do. Well,
y'all men out there paying attention? Somebody said that's facts. Budget that booty.
I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm telling you this. Hey, I'm telling you, hey, you stay in that thigh wow. That thigh wow, you all right. You start going to 5, all right. That's the next step up now. Next step raise.
You know what's required at the $1,000. That if it's getting in the $1,000 mark, first of all, if we going shopping, you already know what it is. You have to know.
Yeah.
Because ain't no female going to Walmart. They're not going to Target. They're not going to any other. They're not going to City Trends. They're going straight to the Gucci, to the Dior. They're going straight to that.
But that's why I said, if you want to go to like the Tango outlets, like I said, like a Liz or Foot Locker, Ralph Lauren, something like that. Okay, all right, cool. We do. All right, I get you. But when you start talking about this stuff, Tabitha talking about, like I said, like them garden districts and stuff like that, oh, can't do that, baby.
I can't do that.
No, I can't do it. I can't. And I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not. But no, we definitely pay attention though. Well, I know I do for a fact. I pay attention to it, like nails and toes and stuff like that match or.
1800. How you feel about independent women? When you think of independent women in a relationship, alpha women. First of all, do you think there's such thing as alpha women?
Nope, I don't think there's no such thing as an alpha male either.
Why?
Because you're a man, or either you're a man or you're not. Ain't no, I'm an alpha man, I'm an extra man. No, either you're a man or you're not. It's just that simple.
What do you mean?
Either you're a man or there is no, I'm an alpha, I'm alpha over all these other men. No, either you're a man or you're not. Give me the definition of alpha male, and I'll tell you exactly like how that sounds.
In charge. That just means that you are
any random man could be in charge. You don't have to be an alpha male to be in charge.
You do know that there are men who aren't alpha men.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm saying, but the word alpha, that's just an extra word people throw in there to make stuff sound important. It isn't.
Well, you are. As a man, to me, as a man, you're an alpha, period. But when you talk about alpha women, alpha females, you said you don't think that.
No, I don't. I just look, like I said, man or woman. Like, you could be a strong man or you could be a weak man. I don't know the alpha. That's like I said, that's just an extra word. There's nothing wrong with saying, oh, he's just a well-rounded, strong man. There's nothing wrong with saying that. Or he needs to work, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe he's like a little weak, but he needs to work. But a man is a man. All that alpha stuff, like I said, that's just people add extra words to things when they want to sound like it's important. It's not. Either you're a man or you're a woman.
So the whole strong woman thing, what are your thoughts on strong women in relationships?
I mean, as long as she knows that she's not the man, that's okay. But if it was me, like in a relationship, I have no problem with my lady giving like her own opinions, you know what I'm saying, telling me, okay, this is what she would like to do, or hey, babe, you might not want to try this. Like I don't mind getting feedback or whatever from a woman, but as long as she knows like that the man's like word should be final, I think you should be final, especially if he's the one that has to clean up the mess if there's a mess in there. That's just my opinion. Because a lot of women, they'll talk back and I don't care, I don't need you. I do what I want to do. I'm an alpha woman. I'm independent. Bang, I got a flat tire. Can you come change it?
I can change my own flat tire.
Not all women can though.
Shame, and y'all need to learn those particular skills, not because you are a strong woman or an alpha woman, but just it helps in certain circumstances to be able to know how to do these things because times are different. I'm not trying to hail down nobody to help me change no tire, especially not in these days and age. I might get sex trafficked. And
I think that alpha woman stuff just comes from like women who want to be like men. I just think they just feel like they're equal to men, and you're not. I don't care how strong you are, ladies. You're not going to be equal to a man, and a man is not going to be equal to a woman. It's just not going to happen.
Now, I don't think that
it's not going to happen.
I would call myself an alpha female, and I don't consider myself equal to a man, but I feel like I can do a lot of the same things depending on what it is. But performance-wise, no, never.
You're limited.
Yeah, I'm limited because I'm still, at the end of the day, I'm still a woman. That doesn't mean that I'm any weaker or any less competent than a man. I just consider myself to be a lot of women consider themselves to be a strong woman because of how they had to take care of themselves and survive by themselves.
No, that's fine. I'm saying that's fine. That's okay. But all this extra stuff, I'm an alpha. No, just you're a strong woman. There's nothing wrong with the word strong.
No.
You're just a strong woman. But when you start putting emphasis on extra words, like you're just a strong woman. That's okay. But all this alpha stuff, like, no, you're just a strong woman.
So in relationships, when you talk about Black women in general in relationships and strong Black women in relationships and how we like to overpower when it comes to communicating and not listen and yelling and screaming, because I'm honestly, and I'm going to be as transparent as I can in my relationship, I tend to try that, but at the same time, my other half is like, yo, First of all, tone it down. Know who you're talking
That's
to
me.
without being like a dad figure. But it's not a thing as I see. I can't even describe it. And that it for me, it just comes from the fact that I've had to be strong for a long, long time by myself and sometimes in past relationships. So it comes off as, you know, they love to say Black women have attitude problems. We're not submissive. We won't give in, but we will be. You know, if you run into the right man, and if we find the right man that makes us feel safe enough for us to say, this guy is capable of leading, and I no longer have to lead. And I know that he's going to guide us in the right direction. He's going to do the best that he can. I trust his judgment and I trust him with my life, etc. Then we will become submissive. It's not one of those things where you meet somebody and say, are you going to be submissive or not? For what reason would we have to be automatically that way towards? That's a lot of trust you putting into somebody.
Because it should be a natural response. As a man and woman, it should be a natural response. Just like it should be a natural response for a man to lead. You can't. Let's say you start talking to a man and he say, you know what? I'm not doing nothing for you until I find out if you're the person that's for me or not. Until you make me feel like a man. Imagine a lot of men walking around saying, well, I'm not gonna be no man until a woman make me be a man. Now, no. How does that sound, Mr. How does that sound? A man said, I'm not gonna be no man until a woman make me be a man.
What is the criteria? What are you referring to when you say I'm not going to be?
I'm not going to get no job. I'm not buying nothing to eat.
No, we're not doing that.
Why not?
No, we're not doing it because that's stuff that men are supposed to do.
Oh, like women's things. You're supposed to come in submissive regardless. That's just what, because you're a woman, so that's your position regardless. You should come in like that regardless.
It's hard, 1800.
And it's hard for some men because some men have been BS'd and all this stuff around too.
Facts.
But again, if a man came to you and said, hey, well, until I figure out whether you're who I want to be with, I'm not doing no dates. We just talk on the phone and just see where it goes. Y'all not willing to accept that. So why does a man have to make y'all secure in whatever it is what y'all want to do, but y'all don't think that it's okay for a woman to do the same thing for a man?
Because that's what men do.
That's what women are supposed to do. Come in to be submissive.
Period. We can't do that. It's too much stuff going on.
No,
it's too much stuff going on in the world where women have to fend for themselves.
No,
we can't just be walking around here submissive all day, and then when you meet us, it's
too much one-sided stuff going on. Men are supposed to just come in, do whatever the woman say, provide, do this. If she got kids, take care of them. It don't matter if they're by him or not. Supposed to come in, pay all the bills. Supposed to come in, work hard. Daddy might barely get something this month. You might get something this month. And then even if y'all break up, you go separate ways, you're going to take half the stuff. So like what the man is, he got to just accept the woman. Woman always be like, I'm not building no man up to do this, and I'm not doing none of that. He better come already ready. But we supposed to accept y'all in any way?
And I understand that part. I say for each and every relationship or each and every person is different. Every woman is different. If you want somebody to treat you a particular type of way, or if you want that person to make you feel a particular type of way, that person has to want that from you. If you want Tab to become submissive, then what's going to be required for Tab to become submissive is to make me feel safe, that I don't have to get out here and change my own tire. I know you got me. I don't have to come out here and worry about when I'm gonna get my oil changed, or I don't have to worry about job. But at the same time, there are women out here who are completely capable of doing all of the above. And then you have a man, and then you want a man, and what's left for the man to do? So I get it. If you have a strong woman that's so used to doing every single thing, and you get with a man, what do you want him for? What do you need him for?
Okay, I'm glad you asked that question, because it's a question that I asked on social media myself. And I asked women, I said, well, what if a man was to come through? And I'm going to answer your question. What if a man, it messed me up. I'm going to just answer your question because it messed me up just now. I forgot my train of thought that fast.
You good?
Yeah. What was it? You said, what do you need a man for, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. You said if you can change a tire and all that stuff, right? So is that all you think that a man is there to do?
No, those were just examples.
If you have kids, I'm sorry, moms and mothers out there. If you have sons, it might behoove you to have a man involved in his life.
I agree.
Might behoove you to do that, because I don't care how strong you are, mom, you cannot turn that boy into a man. You can only give him general ideas of what you think a man should be, which basically he's going to get just the average what a human should be, but you can't teach him how to be a man, though. You can't. It's not gonna happen. So like, there's a lot of things that a man provide, but that's what I was saying. As far as like on the flip side of it, if a man can cook, like I can cook for myself, I don't need a woman to cook for me.
Love it.
I can wash clothes. I don't need. I know how to separate my colors from my whites and all that. Take care of my daughter like I'm supposed to.
Love
Good
it.
father. I work on a regular basis. Got a few hustles, and I got a regular career, and I got other things that I got coming up in the future. So, own place, own car, my own money. I'm cool. So, what would I need a woman for?
And that's fair enough to ask. If that's all she brings to the table, then that's a decision that you have to make as a man to say, what are you bringing to the table? And a lot of people get offended by that. I can do this for myself. I can do this for myself. I don't need you to do this. I don't need you to cook for me. I don't need you to clean. I keep a clean house. I can cook. I can take care of my son. I work. I pay my bills. What do I need you for? Like, and that's it's so. I can't even graze the top of this subject. We cannot graze the top of this subject all right now. You want to know why we can't graze the top of this subject and even get deep down right now? Because we're at the 1 hour mark, and the producers behind the scenes have already came out here, wrap this shit up. Lewis came out here behind. Y'all can't see him, but this was him. Wrap it up. Yeah. But you know what? And that's going to be a topic we're going to continue to talk about because relationships wise, it's dope to have 2 points of views where you have a female and you have a male point of view. Yeah. We're going to agree on a lot of things, and then some things we're not going to agree on, and that's okay. But we're here to talk about it, and we're going to continue this conversation next Wednesday. Next Wednesday. And that is going to be our time. 1800.
Yes, ma'am.
This is a good first show.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We got a lot more because 1800 he ain't with my shits. He's not, because when he sit back like this and be like, so Tabitha. So Tabitha, listen, let me ask you this. He don't. I like people that be around me that just don't agree. You know, I'm not as aggressive. I really am.
She is, but like, but again, like, see, I don't have to say, well, Tab, let me talk. Why you talking over me? I'm an alpha male. I don't have to do all that. I let her talk as a woman because, like I said, I think men should let women talk and voice their opinion, and I don't think neither party should cut each other off.
And I got a problem. I can't even. We're gonna continue this conversation next week, Wednesday. We're gonna be live on Facebook. We're gonna be live on YouTube, and we're gonna be back here next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1800. I would love to have you back. You coming back?
Yeah, I'm back next Wednesday. Next Wednesday is what, 9th.
You flew in somebody out?
Nah.
I might fly somebody in. I don't know. Watch the other half coming here.
If I fly any woman out, I'd take my daughter somewhere if I fly.
Facts. I'll take myself and my niece somewhere before I fly somebody.
If I just fly a woman out. However, you will get through that. Just not first. My daughter come first.
That is gonna do it for Word on the Street. I am Tabitha Simmons, and
1800 the host.
Hey, and that's going to do it for Word on the Street. Thank you so much for joining us. Tune in next Wednesday, 7 p.m. See you then. Take care.